Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Today's topic is comparison between Marshall and Robbins' definition, micro and macroeconomics. In previous lecture, we discussed both the definitions, so today we are going to compare them. In Marshall's definition, the basis of Marshall's definition is study of human welfare, whereas concept of scarcity is the basis of Robbins' definition. Marshall limited the scope of economics by including only a material aspect of human welfare. Robin makes no difference between material and non-material aspect, so his definition widens the scope of economics. Marshall treats economics as a social science. Social science means science of a society as a whole, whereas Robbins considers economics as a pure science, whose principles are applied equally to isolated individuals as well as those living in the society. Marshall gives economics a status of normative science. Normative science is a science in which not only economic ills are detected, but remedies are also suggested. Whereas economics is introduced as a positive science in Robbins' definition. Positive science like physics, chemistry. Economists are supposed to be neutral observers of economic events. Direct link between economics and moral values is established in Marshall's definition. So it is nearer to Islamic view. Whereas Robbins' definition has nothing to do with the moral questions. Judgment on moral aspect of economic activities is left for politicians, social reformers, administrators. Welfare concept in Marshall's definition is subjective. Subjective means not measurable, whereas concept of scarcity is objective and measurable. Development economics is better explained in Marshall's definition because it studies improvement in resources. Robbins' definition is concerned with the allocation of scarce resources. Scarce means limited resources. Economists are expected to suggest ways to increase human welfare in Marshall's definition. So, he makes economics a light giving and fruit bearing subject. Robbins advocates that economists should remain neutral scientists. He does not include his personal liking or disliking in economic studies. Marshall's definition is somewhat vague. Vague in a sense that he introduced the idea of welfare in it, and welfare itself is a vague idea. Whereas Robbins' definition is more clear because of a concept of scarcity. Even a child understands the meaning of scarcity. For example, standing in a shop with few rupees in hands, he knows it very well that he cannot buy all of his desired things. So he can understand that scarcity is there. By showing interest in human well-being, Marshall makes it a useful subject. Robbins wants economics to be simply a scientific subject. These are the points of comparison of two definitions. Now, micro and macroeconomics. Micro and macroeconomics both are the branches of economics. We define micro as it is a branch of economics that studies small economic units and parts of an economy. Whereas macroeconomics is a branch of economics that studies the working of economic system as a whole. Or we can say microeconomics is a study of a tree, whereas macroeconomics is a study of a forest as a whole. In microeconomics, we study small units, whereas in macroeconomics, we study a system as a whole. In micro, we study a single consumer, behavior of a single consumer, income of a single consumer, whereas in macro, income of a society as a whole is studied, employment issues are studied. So we can say that this is a study of aggregates. In microeconomics, theory of prices is studied, prices of single commodities, whereas theory of money and banking is studied in macroeconomics. We study about production processes in microeconomics, whereas public finances are studied in macroeconomics. Theory of a firm, how firm behaves, how firm produced, how firm makes its decisions about what to produce, when to produce, and for whom to produce. All these are discussed in microeconomics, whereas public finances are discussed, issues of international trade are discussed in macroeconomics. Income distribution is discussed in microeconomics. So, these are the topics or these are the areas which are discussed in micro and macroeconomics. Okay, students, for today, this is all for today. Next lecture will be on next Monday, inshallah. Till then, Allah Hafiz, stay blessed.